Good evening. I'm Franklin Roberson, and I'll be your keynote speaker for tonight. Someone once said, if you're more fortunate than others, you should build a larger table, not a taller fence. So I would like to begin by personally thanking you for expanding your dinner tables tonight. I will warn you that my speech is a little bit different because I want to make it memorable. I understand this is the first gala, so for those that can't see in the back, what we have up here is a chair, and it represents the dreamers. This evening, I would like to focus your attention on the past, the present, and the future of all those in the dream chair. Have you ever heard of the little boy who had a simple dream of having compassionate parents and a loving household? That little boy was found wandering around downtown Newport News all alone at the age of 3, as his mother was incarcerated and his father was too intoxicated to realize that his child had wandered off. Or maybe you heard of the young man who simply had a dream of attending high school without having to worry about where he would lay his head at night. This student was left homeless his senior year without a parent or guardian due to his parents' numerous drug convictions. Or maybe you've heard about the student who grew up around gangs, domestic violence, nearly committed suicide, and had aspirations to attend ODU but wasn't accepted. Lastly, there was once a little boy who wanted to become a mechanical engineer in the United States Navy, but he resigned from the Naval Academy after his freshman year to help his struggling family. That is the same child who grew up in subsidized housing, which we refer to as Section 8. He was on welfare and without a father figure in his life. At one point, he split from his mom and sister to live with other family members after they were denied from the local homeless shelters. The definition of an investment is the act of devoting time, effort, energy, or money to a particular undertaking with the expectation of a worthwhile result. Please keep that in mind while I read the outcomes of all the previous stories I just discussed. The student who was found wandering around in the streets at the age of 3 is named Jashawn. Jashawn went on to become valedictorian of his high school, graduated from Old Dominion University, and is now living his dream as a ranger for Virginia State Parks. Jashawn once sat in the dream chair. The student who ended up homeless his senior year is Haikwan. Haikwan graduated with honors as the salutatorian for his high school. He and his sister, who became his legal guardian, were provided housing by an Achievable Dream while they both attended ODU. Haikwan later went on to Virginia Tech on a full presidential scholarship and is now living his dream as a real estate broker in the Blacksburg area. Haikwan also sat in the dreamer's chair. The student who grew up around gangs almost committed suicide and wasn't accepted to attend ODU for his undergraduate is Isaiah. Isaiah is now a graduate student at Old Dominion University and the very first African-American president of the Student Government Association at ODU. Jashawn, Haikwan, and Isaiah all sat in the dream chair and are proud graduates of an Achievable Dream middle and high school. That little dreamer who wanted to become a mechanical engineer in the United States Navy, despite his socioeconomic status, is standing before you today. Yeah. A graduate of the United States Naval Academy with a degree in mechanical engineering, currently serving on active duty as a lieutenant in the United States Navy. I too once sat in the dream chair. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, these weren't just dreams. As you can see, they were achievable dreams. Imagine if we all gave up on our dreams because we lacked the encouragement or the support of investors. Proverbs 3:5 through 6 states, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Acknowledge his ways in all that you do, and he will make your path known. An Achievable Dream has been my path since 1994, and it will continue to remain the footprint of my success. I will never forget an Achievable Dream fronting the cost to pay for my school uniforms, which would have otherwise placed a burden on my mother. I always remember Mr. Tyson arriving at my home on a Saturday morning, with tools and supplies he had purchased to help me build a golf club device I used to test golf ball performance for entry into the city's science fair. I certainly won't forget the only time I've ever been to the Pentagon was when an Achievable Dream scheduled a tour for the students. Achievable Dream has always been there when I bounced from home to home, providing structure, guidance, and purposeful movements along the way, despite my socioeconomic status. They were even there to assist me when I reapplied to the United States Naval Academy after I resigned to help my family get back on their feet. I'm honestly afraid to think of where I would be if it weren't for an Achievable Dream. Again, the definition of an investment is the act of devoting time, effort, energy, or money to a particular undertaking with the expectation of a worthwhile result. I don't know about you, but I definitely consider those stories worthwhile results. The success stories were only a few examples of some who encountered struggles early on in their life, yet they did not give up along the way. Jashawn found his parental mentors and role models in an Achievable Dream. Taekwon had a place to lay his head at night because of an Achievable Dream. Isaiah is alive and well because of an Achievable Dream. I am a graduate of the United States Naval Academy because of an Achievable Dream. I know Laura mentioned it earlier, but this is a program that only accepts students who qualify for free or reduced lunch. A program where 83% of students come from single-family homes. 9% of students are with a guardian other than their biological parents. Despite these statistics, an Achievable Dream graduates 100% of students on time compared to the national average of 68%. And 100% of the students go on to attend a 2- or 4-year college, university, military, or trade school. An Achievable Dream is the true definition of an investment. It is not just a thing, it's the thing to help our students grow and succeed. I'll leave you with this one last food for thought. How many of you watched the Super Bowl last weekend?
I was there.
Pretty sure you did? Oh, nice. Because you were part of the 100 million who watched it. Now, do you remember your favorite commercial? Anyone want to take a guess at how much that 30-second commercial cost? Who said 5.6? I have something for you.
Streaming or live?
That 30-second advertisement cost $5.6 million. Imagine if that investment was put towards the future of a young generation. That is priceless. And I'm standing here today because of small and large investments by people who believed in a young man like me and made an Achievable Dream possible. Would you all agree that one must dream in order for dreams to come true? Right now, there are over 1,000 dreamers sitting in the dream chair. Research says that you'll only remember 10% of my speech. Although I mentioned the word dream over 35 times, it probably didn't stick. That's because the brain is programmed to retain things that are simple and unexpected. An unexpected stimulus triggers a loop that affects the long-term memory, bringing reward and pleasure. As a result, the memories are made super sticky. If you don't believe me, let me show you what I mean.
Good point. Great point.
You may not remember me, and you may not remember the entire speech, but you will recall me slamming the chair and saying the word dream while doing so. When you do, hopefully you envision all the Achievable Dreamers who are counting on you to make their dreams come true. And now, as I conclude, I will once again sit in the dream chair because my current dream is that you will support students like Jashawn, Taekwon, Isaiah, and myself that are currently at an Achievable Dream. Thank you.